Hello, and welcome to another episode of Meta PsycKicks. It is me, your host.
We're talking about earth chakras.
I was trying to figure out a name for myself, but I blanked. That's as far as the skit went. My name's Liv. This is M. M, say hi. And we're your Meta PsycKicks. We're psychic mediums, twin flames, business partners, best friends, and internet sensations. Manifesting. And we're here to teach you about all things metaphysical, paranormal, and in between. And that's why we're talking about earth chakras, as the eloquent M has already so eloquently stated. Forgot adjectives. My 7th grade English teacher would be extremely disappointed. Anyways, we've talked about all of the earth chakras in part 1 and part 2, except for these ones. Today, we're starting off where it really hits home. The heart chakra. Are you excited, Em?
Remember in the video where I told you where I thought where they were? I don't remember that anymore.
Me neither. It's fine.
So, if you want to know where I think they are as a psychic medium, go watch the video.
I'm sure they'll tell you again. Literally, when
Doubtful.
I have readings with people, I do not remember the people that I had readings with. I only remember the airplane flying over my house right now. And currently, I mean, maybe it's one of the birds.
I think there's an airplane constantly flying over your house. I don't think it's stopped.
There's this one guy that flies over my mother's house. He's literally on a giant Shop-Fan and like a pair of skis with a, I don't know, it's like a parachuting or paragliding sail. Dude's like 300 feet up, just sailing through the sky on a Shop-Fan that's like duct taped to a lawn chair with skis.
Well, where else would you do that?
I don't know, but I really like him. I feel like he's an incarnation of Santa Claus, so he feels called to the sky.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Anyways, we're talking about the heart chakra, and what I meant by that was my spirit guides always tell me the people that I had readings with, because the people will tell me, I had a reading with you, and I'm like, oh, I don't remember your reading, and they'll be like, did you remember that she has spirit guides that she has in her foyer of her house that look like little clay sculptures? And I was like, oh, yes. Ask your spirit guides, that's what I'm saying.
Doesn't happen for me.
Man. Anyways, heart chakra. That's where we're starting today. Also known as the Anahata chakra in Sanskrit. And if you need a recap of what this chakra does, it is the center of love for oneself and others. It's a place of compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. And M needs to understand her heart chakra in order to let the fly buzzing around her head.
So many flies in here.
It's because Bradley planted more trees, and every time he plants an acorn, these little tiny flies come out, and they don't do anything besides annoy you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm annoyed.
Let your heart chakra open. Have unconditional love and joy for the small beings very close to your face.
Well, I think I hit one, so.
No! Anyways, okay. So, if you're new to this one and you didn't listen to 1 or 2, we're talking about where the heart chakras or the earth chakras, the chakras of the earth. I'm going to say the earth chakras 8,000 times because that's what happens. But we're talking about where the chakras of the earth are located. Because apparently a conglomeration of people on the internet and worldwide believe that there are physical locations on the earth in which specific chakras correlate. Sometimes there's ley lines involved, if you know what that is. Sometimes there's not. I feel like there's always ley lines involved with the earth chakras. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think?
Probably. Astrological lines of things.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
if that has to do with the earth or if it has to do with the stars. So.
I think we should just do an entire episode on ley lines.
Or astrology.
Then we can answer a lot of questions. Anyways, the heart chakra of Earth is supposedly located at Stonehenge, Scotland, Glastonbury, and Shaftesbury. So all of those places. It's where the heart chakra of the Earth beats. Although there was one alternate source that I found that refutes this, and they say that Hawaii's I'm going to do this again. I think it's Haleakala volcano is actually the Earth's heart chakra because the energy atop the volcano is said to give off the same frequency as the beating of a human heart. Aw.
Gross.
Cuties! No! Ow. Okay. So, the reasons people believe that Stonehenge and the surrounding areas are the Earth's heart chakra. Also, let me just preface the fact that when I researched this, I could only find frou-frou metaphysical websites, and the one that had like the most information was selling crystal embedded scarves that apparently the person who wrote the article meditated with the exact crystals at the Stonehenge location and then wove them into a scarf for your purchase.
Yeah.
Do with that what you will.
We're talking about woo-woo spiritual stuff. Why would you expect anything else?
I don't know. I thought there'd be like some scientific, cool, historic stuff behind it.
No.
And I did not get that from the internet. I only got sales of crystals and different odd knickknacks. So the biggest thing that I could find on people's websites of the metaphysical variety said that the link of the heart chakra is because of the rock's mysterious formations, and that these are somehow attributed to the qualities of the heart chakra. They're like, it is so mysterious. Nobody knows how Stonehenge was formed. That is synonymous with the heart chakra. And that made me angry. So I tried to figure out more history around Stonehenge because I don't really know about it very much, besides that it's there and people think that there's lots of alien stuff that happened to it and conspiracy theories. And one of the things is that one article said that there's like 150 people buried under Stonehenge. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's why it's related. I mean, it's like a paranormal thing. I don't know. But what I was able to find is that scientists believe that it is not a mysterious anomaly that Stonehenge exists. They believe that Celtic druids of the 17th and 18th centuries built Stonehenge as a center for the worship of the summer solstice called Litha. It has been noted that the summer solstice is the only day of the year when the rising sun reaches the middle of the stones, shining on the formation's central altar. So this was the best thing that I could find as to why it could be related to the heart chakra. And I was like, all right, I'm super uncultured. I don't know anything about the summer solstice or Litha or Celtic druid religions at all. So I went on Discord, which you can find on the show notes to Patreon.
Yeah, if you want to be in our Discord, you have to be a patron. It's only exclusive to Patreons.
Yeah, but if you want to be a lovely patron, that helps me in my uncultured brain activity.
Swine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can do that. So anyways, one of our patrons named Brandy, who said that I could talk about her on the podcast and things. So what's up, girl? Anyways, so I asked Brandy on Patreon, or just Patreon in general, and Brandy had a beautiful answer that I may or may not have cried at. Why or how could the summer solstice Litha be linked to the heart chakra? Because that makes no sense to me. And she said, the summer solstice calls us to connect to the sun, which is the life force of our physical world. Connecting to the energies that begin awakening this time of year, aka the summer solstice, which asks us to bring the light into ourselves and allow it to flow through everything around you. It stirs a fire of creation and action. She absolutely feels that this energy is meant to work in conjunction with the heart chakra and solar plexus because of this, helping us to warm our centers after being in the energy of the winter solstice. Litha, the summer solstice, asks us to let go of what stillness asks us to reflect upon from the winter solstice and start beginning that renewed energy into our lives, which is really cute because I didn't think about it. So basically, she says that there's an idea of a point of conjecture between the end of the winter solstice, a time of reflection and stillness, to process one's own emotions and feel a sense of belonging and self-esteem, which can be linked to the Manipura or sacral chakra. And this gives way to the light from the longest day of the year. To me, Brandy could not have said it better. If you can use the stillness of the winter to reflect upon your insecurities to bring yourself a sense of purpose and power within, then you're one step closer to beginning to understand unconditional love of not only yourself but others, allowing you to feel acceptance and joy. So I was like, oh, that's cute. Why do you gotta spiritual spank me, Brandy? On the interwebs. And personally, like privately. Am I just watching the fly? You're just scrunching your nose and your eyes are going crossed. And I'm talking about beautiful, spiritual, enlightening things.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said. I thought they are the heart chakra was, but I feel like it's the frequency of life. But I don't know what I told you in the video.
Oh yeah, because it beats.
Mm-hmm. That, like, frequency of Om that you were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the earth breathes as one. That's the heart chakra.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people are like, the earth is hurting, because a lot of people just can't get the fuck along
People
with
think
each other and everything around them.
people think the earth is the heart chakra, the entire earth. So that's why it's green,
Interesting.
supposedly. Yeah,
Now it's on my side.
you're welcome.
This fly doesn't understand how it's
You heard my
13.
thoughts, so
It's 13 minutes of fame is going to be eternalized in this podcast forever.
until one of us hits it,
Or I accidentally breathe it in.
you should talk to it.
No, thank you. Anyways, another reason that people think that Stonehenge, and specifically the surrounding areas of Glastonbury, I'm really sorry if I'm saying that wrong for any of our Scottish listeners. I know it's Glasgow in like, I'm going to use my heart chakra. It's like in my nose. Anyways,
I don't know what you're talking about.
the fly, it's in my nose and I'm trying to not breathe it in.
It's in your nose.
It was very close to my nose. I had to stop breathing
Well.
so I wouldn't inhale its essence.
Be glad that it isn't in your nose. That's all I gotta say, dude.
Let us be glad and rejoice in the fact that ley lines are one of the reasons that it is believed that Glastonbury sits upon one of the Earth's major energy or ley lines, and that is the reason its heart energy is located here. Specifically, if you don't know what ley lines are, let me enlighten you. Ley lines are straight alignments drawn between various historic structures and prominent landmarks. The idea of ley lines was developed in the early 20th century Europe, with the ley line believers arguing that these alignments are recognized by ancient societies that deliberately erected structures along them. Since the 1960s, members of the Earth's Mysteries movement and other esoteric traditions have commonly believed that such ley lines democrate Earth's energies and serve as guides for alien spacecraft.
Naturally.
I'm not laughing, you're laughing. Archaeologists and scientists regard ley lines as an example of pseudo-archaeology and pseudoscience. Pseudo-wudo. It's the only pseudo thing I need in my life. So that is everything about the heart chakra. And it's apparent. Oh, fun fact. I think it might be Glastonbury. Maybe I wrote it all the way down at the bottom.
I don't know what Glastonbury is.
It's in Scotland.
That's fine. We should go to Scotland.
I'm about it.
It's really pretty there.
I think it's Glastonbury, but I could be wrong. That or it's Shaftesbury.
We should just travel the world and talk the mountains.
It's one of the berries. But apparently there was a 60s band that went there and had a concert, and one of their songs has pineapples in it. So people came with pineapple helmets, pineapple everything, and now pineapples are banned there.
Because they digest people more than we digest them.
No, it's because people put too many pineapples there and they're like, oi, get these pineapples out of here.
It doesn't mean if you have more pineapples, they can digest you faster.
It just makes me want to bring a pineapple with googly eyes glued onto them to that place when we go there.
Like, what would happen if you were someone made a bowl of pineapples and you just sat in there? How long would it take for you to get digested?
I think the cellular regeneration rate of your body is going to be quicker than the decomposition rate of pineapples. So therefore, the pineapples.
But what if they fed me? No, I would be able to eat the pineapples. So I wouldn't die. So I wouldn't decompose. Or are you saying that pineapple's going to decompose faster?
Well, if you just put yourself in a bathtub of chopped up pineapples,
yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. I didn't think there was eating involved.
They're pineapples. You can eat pineapples.
What if you're allergic?
You get liquid, and well, that would be another problem because you would probably be absolutely covered in hives and go through anaphylactic shock. I'm talking about the pineapple eating you.
The decomposition rate or digestive rate that a pineapple exists upon is not quicker than the way your body would,
however,
kill it.
I would still be alive and being eaten alive because I can eat the pineapple and it would give me water and food.
There are scientists that say the enzyme in pineapples that is what makes them dissolve you is actually an extremely lovely cellular thing
I don't know what that means.
That, okay, so like the premises of the pineapple eating you when you're eating the pineapple, the like molecule that is responsible for that actually can be uptaken by your cells, you know, individually. And what it does is it eats out the garbage within your cells.
So it's like maggots. Maggots eat the dead part of you.
Yes. So pineapples are actually very good for your cells because the part that eats you is singled out and then put into your cells to eat the garbage in the cells. Thus,
so I wouldn't get digested if I was in a vat of pineapple juice.
No, your cytoplasm just might be a little more squeaky clean.
Disgusting.
Anyways,
We're talking about the heart chakra.
pineapples aren't allowed in Scotland, specifically Glastonbury or Shaftesbury. I don't remember which one.
We should visit each one of the chakras of the earth.
I'm about it. Can we sell crystals after we go there and knit them into sweaters?
We could do that now. Why
Only
would we need to wait?
But sweaters only for cats.
Some
I want to be
eyelash
the
sweaters?
chaotic good. Well, I guess it would be more like a chaotic evil. Cats are fucking spiritual beings, and I don't understand why. And I think we need to amplify the power of the cats.
They got the vibrations of the heart chakra.
But if we use... that is also true. God damn it. No. Okay, I need to remember where this website was because I'm buying one of the scarves and I'm immediately putting it on my cat. Does that make them invincible? Probably.
I mean, they already have 9 lives.
Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about the
throat chakra.
Yeah, I'm glad you know how they go in order.
Yeah, we've done this before.
I don't remember.
It was a while ago.
It was a very long time.
I think the throat chakra is wind, but I don't remember why.
Because it has to do with communication.
Oh, yeah, because the wind, I can hear voices in the wind. It moves communication throughout the world. You're welcome. Yeah, I saw a fly go into your face.
So, according to conglomerated peoples of the internet and the world,
digested by pineapples. Go on.
Dude, you'd have to be in pineapples. Okay, if you were just like in a vat of pineapples that was being continuously like just refilled with pineapple and pineapple juices, then I feel like you might actually become at one point harmed by the pineapples.
Cool. Let's try it.
Okay.
I'll sit in pineapple juice while I eat it. Then
Jesus.
I can get burned from the outside and then the inside.
You apparently can get like saltwater burns if you're like trapped out at sea.
Mm-hmm.
So why not pineapple burns? Is that going to be one of your torture methods when you take over the world with your reign of corgis?
Pineapples for days. It's like when you play The Sims and you take the ladder out of the pool.
But it's pineapple.
It's pineapple juice.
Can we actually do that? Do you think that there would just be a skeleton after a couple years?
What, on The Sims? No, they don't have pineapple pools.
That is the most preposterous thing I've ever heard. They're supposed to have everything.
No, wait, what?
Yeah.
They don't even have spiral staircases. Or cars.
What? Can we do this in GTA?
No.
You can't do a vat of pineapples in GTA. I thought you were supposed to be able to do everything that's bad in that game.
It's not like, you can't put pineapple juice somewhere.
There's pineapple juice everywhere.
My pineapples!
Okay, back to actually maybe being relevant to what we're talking
The
about.
throat chakra.
Which deals with eating pineapples. I'm sorry.
You might use it for that, yeah. Goes through it. You
No, I
think
really want pineapples.
I could put you in a vat of them.
Okay, throat chakra of the earth is apparently, again, 3 places. The Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, and Mount Sinai in Egypt. So
Sinai? Or is it Sinai?
it's S-N-I.
Spelling it
No.
to me is not going to help me.
S-N-S, sorry. I'm really dyslexic. S-I-N-A-I. That's why spelling was so hard for me as a child. Because was I couldn't spell because for the longest time. Phone, absolutely fine. Knife, 100%. Because, not at all.
The funny thing is being dyslexic, but not knowing you're dyslexic.
Yeah, Bradley realized it, and I'm the one that does all the bills, and he's like, I don't
Yeah.
understand how we haven't fallen in financial ruin.
Yeah. Because it's literally, when I was a kid, I had to write things in a specific way because otherwise I wouldn't be able to spell them.
Business, I still struggle with, too.
Yeah, I had to make R's in a square because otherwise they would look like everything else. But I thought it was normal and everything was fine.
One time, when I had a boyfriend that was from Germany, his mom spoke Russian, so I wanted to write a letter to her, but in Russian. So I did Google Translate and then was writing out all of the letter, and I got more than 3/4 of the way done. And in Russian, they have a letter that's like a backwards R that I think might be an S or a B. Again, dyslexic. S and B's look similar to me if they're capital. Anyways, I got 3/4 of the way done, and I wrote all of the R's in the American way and not the reverse way. And I was, I had to redo it.
I literally had to make my R's a square top because otherwise I would mix them up with V's, U's, S's.
Makes sense. So the throat chakra is the pyramid of Giza, the Mount of Olives, and Mount Sinai in Egypt. The throat chakra, also called the Vishuddha chakra, is responsible for speaking our truths, self-expression, and communication. So the Pyramid of Giza was built over 4,000 years ago, and it is believed that the pyramids were built as religious temples used to serve both the gods and as tombs for burial of their pharaohs. The Egyptians believed that there was life after death and that death was merely the way of traveling to the afterlife, taking your possessions with you.
I don't remember what I told you about pyramids, but I did tell you something about pyramids. We should cover pyramids.
You asked me if they had mirrors in them, and I said yes.
Yeah, but I don't remember what I told you about that. So you're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. So I find this to be more self-explanatory than the last chakra, so I feel that the throat chakra is a very human one. So the pyramids of Giza, or the Pyramid of Giza, are the physical expressions, not just the pyramids, but the Mount of Olives and Mount Sinai, as far as I can understand without doing a whole bunch of research into every single one of them, is that each of these areas are not only man-made, but biblical as well. The Great Pyramids are amongst ley lines, if that has anything to do with it, as I suppose ley lines are the flow of energy from one chakra to the next in occult thought, and are places of people's physical expressions of past human thought and being during certain places of time in history. So the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem and the Mount Sinai or Mount Sinai in Egypt both have biblical context and importance, so I assume that they have to do with speaking one's religious and spiritual truths. You know, the pyramids are a literal construction of people's past beliefs and feelings at a certain point in time, and so are the other places. And that has to do exactly with what the throat chakra has to do with.
Mm-hmm. We should cover pyramids.
We can do that. You said that you thought that this one was wind?
The throat chakra, yeah.
I got confused because I feel like they're more like vibrations, kind of like the heart chakra, but then you pointed out that as you go up the chakras and chakra thought, they become less physical and more spiritual, so that makes sense anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same but different.
Yeah. So, the third eye chakra, surprise, there's no fixed location for it because... Weird. They move every eon, and an eon, or AEON, happens every 2,160 years. So currently, the third eye chakra is said to be Stonehenge, so where the heart chakra is, permanently located. That's what it said on the internet, permanently located. However, in the next 2,160 years, or however long we have left, this will change in alignment and according to the new age, usually corresponding with another chakra's location. So it'll be one of the other chakras.
I think it's the atmosphere because it's the transition from the physical to the away from the earth.
Yeah, that would make sense. So, last earth chakra. The crown chakra is located in the Himalayas. Welcome to the Himalayas! You ever watch Monsters, Inc.?
Mm-hmm.
It's what the abominable snowman says when they get there with some snow cones.
Wow.
They're yellow snow cones, by the way.
I wonder why.
Specifically, Mount, I think it's Kailash or Kailash in the Himalayas, also known as the Stairway to Heaven. The crown chakra, or Sarasara, can be found on Mount Kailash. The Himalayas have long been believed to hold their own powers and, for some, It's not just due to their humbling nature as they tower over the rest of the earth. Same. That's how I look about myself. This chakra is associated with knowledge and wisdom as well as universal consciousness. Mount Kailash in Tibetan means precious jewel of the snow, and it's a sacred mountain for many cultures such as the Buddhists, Hindus, Jains, and Zoroastrians. Both Tibetans and Hindus believe that they should make at least one pilgrimage in their life to the mountain. And for Hindus, this mountain is the abode of Shiva. For Tibetans, this is the center of the universe, and monks and lamas are buried there. And they say that the very strenuous journey to the top of the mountain is considered a metaphor for the journey through suffering to redemption.
What do you think the crown chakra is as a medium?
As a medium, they show me like this purple and white like layer between the stratosphere and like the rest of space, but they say it's like a chemical interaction between the two.
They tell me it's the gravitational pull of the earth because it's the spiritual body. They show me how it bends space and time.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they just show me like a line and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm. So I was like gravity?
Curved line.
And then they showed me how when you put like earth on like that weird blanket thing and the blanket curves around the earth.
Yeah.
It's the gravitational pull of the earth.
Unless you believe in hot dog earth.
It would still have a gravitational pull. It would be interesting why it would be hot dog shaped.
It's in our dad joke section in Patreon. Someone put flat earthers are so yesterday. Let's talk about hot dog earth. It really just made me laugh a lot more than it should. I think about it often, as you can tell.
Got anything else?
Do you guys think that these are the good locations for the Earth's chakras, or do you think that they're more non-physical or larger parts of our Earth itself, like Em and I do? You should let us know in any sort of commenting fashion that you can. And if you like this podcast, let us know on Apple Podcasts and write what you think the Earth's chakra should be in your review.
Or you can leave us a dad joke and we'll feature you because we have one right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This one's from someone named Johnny Bravo.
Hey, mama.
I just found out that there is a clinical term for when you can't sleep at night, but only eat. Do you know what it is?
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sleep, you can only eat.
Yeah.
Well, eating can be mastication.
Mm-hmm.
Not sleeping is insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's insomnio-mastication.
No, it's insomnomnia. You were so close, dude.
I went for the science term and I should have went for the funnies.
Yeah. So, we only have one left in my thing, so you should give us more.
Yes, you guys are very lovely at giving us reviews and 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, but not leaving the dad jokes. So, yeah. But we appreciate you, sidekicks, patrons, and everyone in between, because without you, we wouldn't be able to be doing this right now. So, until the next one, we are your Meta PsycKicks.
Wow. You know on TikTok that trend that's like, do you feel bonita?
No.
Well, of course you don't.
You don't know who Uncle Roger is. Don't start that with me.
We just got a comment where we got tagged in, and it says, Meta PsycKicks, I really want to know if this plant feels bonita. Thank you. And it's a cactus with cotton balls on it. You're welcome.
It immediately does not. It's like these things have static electricity, and it's touching me. Ew. Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It does not feel bonita.
No, it feels like things are like the fly. Like it's touching me.
So if you know who asked that, and if you do, the cactus does not feel bonita.
No bueno.
No bonita.